What's going on, guys? It's Just Gamer here, back with another video. And this video is going to be about the follow-up of the Cleveland and the Cleveland and Boston trade. Okay, just to let you guys know. Hold up, let me try my phone. There you go. Just to let you guys know, the Isaiah Thomas trade I've been talking about in my last video when I did a reaction didn't go through yet. And I'm sorry, guys, about the quality. You know, sometimes my camera quality on my devices be messing up sometimes, but sometimes it's good. Most likely it's good. So coming up is going to be a gameplay and reaction video coming up, or well, this is a reaction video, but coming up is going to be a mobile gameplay. I'm not sure about the Xbox gameplay. If you guys want me to do Xbox gameplays, just let me know down in the comments down below. Don't forget to turn on your notifications and to like this video, and to also follow me on all social media. Thank you guys for all the good support, and there are more videos coming up. When the school year starts back, September is going to be random videos like gameplays, reactions, sometimes tutorials. If you guys really need help on knowing how to use OBS, please let me know. OBS is like, you know, a software where you get to go live on Twitch, YouTube Gamer, on YouTube. You know, I sent a video by accident, but I didn't mean to do that though. But to let you guys know how to go live on YouTube, you gotta go to your channel, you gotta go to go live, you gotta go to go live, and then you go to and then you will see something that says a stream key. You push show, and it will say that people have that people are going to see it if you don't hide it in so and so seconds. So it's best to hide it so that way nobody streams off of your channel. You know. So you will have to write it down, and then you go to open broadcasting software, go to where it says stream key, say go live, and it says put in the stream key, push apply, and then you're live. And then when you finish, put stop streaming, and then it will upload right to YouTube. That's all. But that's all I'm saying though. But here's a reaction video on the Cleveland and Boston trade, how it didn't go through. So I'd like to see more about the Cleveland and Boston trade. It didn't go through yet, because how I know is I seen it on Google. I seen that joint on Google, and it says that the trade didn't go through. I don't know why, but not no Philly news. Cause this trade doesn't make no sense. It really doesn't. It doesn't make no sense at all. You know? And also, by the way, guys, for Xbox Live, if you guys want to like play me on Xbox Live, first what I got to do is I got to go to my Microsoft account on my Xbox, and then I have to what you call it? If I want Xbox Live Gold, you know, sometimes some games that I play on Xbox, if I choose to upload it, then I'll play on Xbox Live. But if I don't, then I don't. But I'm getting Xbox Gold, so when I get Xbox Gold, then I get to go and play people online. But I got to change my password first, and I'm going to search up on how to change my password. If you guys don't know how to change your password on your Xbox or your Xbox account, just let me know, you know, if you guys don't know how to change your password. You know, because it's really simple. You know, I called Microsoft last time when they asked about changing my my password for my Microsoft account, and it was unnecessary. Okay. By the Boston trade. That's not Issah trade. Because I'm really sick of the Boston trade. It's pointless, you know. It's pointless. Pointless. Kyrie Irving trade. Cavs want more from the Celtics over Thomas. No. It's just stupid, man. They getting rid of two good point guards. Isaiah Thomas is good, and Kyrie Irving. Plus, on the Cavs is going to be Derrick Rose. If Kyrie Irving go and they verse him, it's going to be hard to beat the Cavs because LeBron is strong. He can do everything. You got Derrick Rose. He's fast. Yup. And then you got J.R. Smith. He's okay. He can shoot. He do mostly everything, but most likely shoot. You know. ESPN. And for ESPN, their ratings are going down. You know what? Because they talk about the same thing. Boston trade, Boston trade. And that fight about, Mayweather and McGregor, I think that's how you pronounce his name. It's bullcrap anyway. That's a useless, a wasteless fight. It really is. It's useless and pointless.
Right now, as of right now, the Celtics won this trade. Stephen A., you can get into all the reasons you may think otherwise later. I'm not talking about who the Nets pick may turn out to be. I'm talking about, or the fact that the Cavs did an amazing job trading essentially a distressed asset. I'm talking about right now who won the trade. The answer is the Celtics, because if the history of the NBA has taught us anything in terms of trades, it's that the team that wins the trade is the team that gets the best player in the deal. Now, I love Isaiah Thomas. Pound for pound, inch for inch, maybe the greatest basketball player who ever lived. Who his size has ever done what he's done. I love him. Yeah, I always say Westbrook's my favorite player. His competition comes from Isaiah. But he's not as good as Kyrie Irving. I'm sorry, he's not. Isaiah offensively can approximate Kyrie, no doubt about it. And I always complain about how Kyrie doesn't play defense. But the difference between Kyrie and Isaiah is Isaiah's simply too...
Who says Kyrie Irving doesn't play defense? That's how I know these people don't know what they're talking about. Kyrie Irving plays defense. He lock up anyone. If he really wants to play hard, he might not can stick them really good, but he at least play dig. He doesn't play defense like James Harden. James Harden don't play he don't got no good defense. You know what I'm saying? That's not true. Gee.
Too small to play defense. You must hide him, which is why they had more success, I hate to say it, in the playoffs last year when he wasn't on the court sometimes. You have to hide him on defense, and teams exploit that, especially in the playoffs. Kyrie doesn't always play defense, and it irks me. He doesn't always make the people around him better, and he should. But Kyrie's capable of playing defense and oftentimes saves it for very high leverage moments. In fact, when he plays defense, he's quite good at it. Kyrie is the best player in this deal with the potential to get even better. Also, and Djigic, by the way, he has upside and all that, I get it. But we're talking about the principal players in this deal. He's also the youngest player in the deal of the players currently in the NBA. We're not talking about the draft pick. So the youngest player, who signed for 2 more years at favorable terms to the team, Kyrie, is also the best player. That, my friends, means that the Celtics won the deal. If the draft pick that the Cavs get one day turns out to be better than Kyrie, I'll revise my opinion about this deal. But what are the odds of that? What are the odds that in any given draft you take a player and with your pick you chose so wisely that you wound up with a player better than Kyrie Irving? The odds are not that high. Frequently, even if you're drafting number 1 overall, the Celtics win the deal because they got the best player in it.
We disagree because I don't think it's that simple. And obviously, I'm going to look at it entirely differently. First of all, I'm thinking about the fact that Isaiah Thomas just had finished averaging nearly 29 points per game on better than 46% shooting. I'm thinking about the fact that he did that without the services of LeBron James.
I just got to talk about this. You know, there's a lot of people who talk about like the draft pick and whatever, but they act like they know what they're talking about, but they don't really know what they're talking about. First of all, Isaiah Thomas and Kyrie Irving, isn't like the number 1 best, point guards. They're not. You know, they got Westbrook, you got Derrick Rose, you got Jeff Teague. Yeah, nobody heard of that one. Jeff Teague, he's pretty good too. You got John Wall. You got, well, everybody know Curry. You got Paul George. Paul George isn't a point guard, but he's a power forward. But he's tough. He's tough. He's aggressive. You know, so just because they say that, well, they the only one best, and you know, for their age and size, that doesn't mean nothing. What it means is if they win, you know, championships, that's what it means when you win games and championships. You know, that could be a good trade or could not. But you have to win championships. And I don't think this is like the actual, I think it's like a recording, because when I'm looking at the dude's lips, he's saying totally different stuff. Just let you guys know.
I'm thinking about the fact that this is a guy that can score quick off the basketball, meaning that he doesn't have to dribble and dance all over the place before doing his thing. Now, Kyrie Irving is absolutely sensational. Please don't get me wrong. This brother's on another level, and I think that it's great that Boston did this deal. But in the same breath, the fact that Isaiah Thomas is the guy that's replacing him, Isaiah Thomas, from a scoring perspective, definitely can fill that void. Then you've got Jay Crowder, who's better than serviceable. He's better than average. He's a pretty damn good player on both ends of the floor, by the way. He can sit up there and average 13 to 15 for you. He can shoot threes. He can hit perimeter shots. And more importantly, he can defend. You combine that with the protected pick, the unprotected pick that they have that can end up being number 1 overall because it's the Brooklyn Nets pick. And we all know how sorry they're expected to be this year. You combine that with the fact that they also acquired Derrick Rose. You have a situation where the Cleveland Cavaliers essentially lost 1 starter and has gained 3 or 4. So not only do you have an offensive juggernaut in Isaiah Thomas, who's going to be more free because you have to worry about LeBron James, who's going to be on the court with him as opposed to what he didn't have in Boston available to him last year. That makes them very lethal. But from a depth standpoint, from a numbers perspective, you have more bodies, you have more depth. You have basically 3 starters replacing 1, along with the high pick, and you're still in position to come out of the East. The bottom line is that I think that Cleveland, I don't think anyone lost in this. I don't blame Boston for doing what they did, and Kyrie, again, is sensational. But when you look at the team that the Cleveland Cavaliers have, when you look at the fact that they're aiming to compete for a championship, and you think about what you replaced Kyrie Irving with, you've got talent in Isaiah Thomas. You've got bodies in a combination of him and Crowder. You had already added Derrick Rose, so 3 to 4 starters basically replaced 1, which puts you in better position to compete for the championship. I believe that Cleveland, by a slight edge, won in this thing. Nobody lost at all, but I give the edge to Cleveland.
We agree that both teams probably improved, I think. It was a good trade for both teams. That's possible sometimes. You address needs, one team gets deeper, and Isaiah can approximate what Kyrie did on the Cavs, which is essentially when LeBron doesn't want to run the show because he needs a breather, can you become a one-man offense and keep us in the game by scoring a lot? Isaiah can certainly do that. And there are all kinds of interesting things you can do with Crowder. I like Crowder a lot. Stephen A., on Max and Marcellus on our old radio show in L.A., we used to do a game where we'd say if you had to construct an NBA team, because the Lakers stunk at the time and no superstars wanted to come to the Lakers. So the question was, is it possible to construct an NBA team under the salary cap with players, none of them superstars, but could contend? And 2 of the players at the time that were always on my team were Isaiah Thomas and Jay Crowder. Always. Those are excellent players. I love Thomas. I love Crowder. Great job by the Cavs.
That video buffering. You know, it's kind of sad though. It's it's a dumb trade. It's really retarded dumb trade. Why would you trade 2 point guards that is already good? Isaiah Thomas is good. Some small people don't get picked because it's rare, but size doesn't mean nothing. But he can play. He can shoot. He can shoot over anybody, tall, small. He can shoot over anybody. He can drive, he can shoot threes, he can pull up, His offense is great, but his defense isn't really that great because, it's okay, but some people we can't sit like Kevin Durant. He should over him, easy. You know, all Kevin Durant just do is he don't even try to shoot over that person's hand. All he gotta do is if they tall, he just jump and hold it up right here and shoot. So that's all. These dudes don't know what they're talking about. You know that Kyrie Irving isn't really the best point guards out there. Yes, he is.
I'm talking about one of those guys. If you can't get one of those guys, what do? Isaiah Thomas, at the time, certainly Jay Crowder. But the point is, Kyrie is one of those guys. The whole name of the game in the NBA is get your hands on one of those guys. It's the reason Daryl Morey was like, CP3 and James Harden, how do they play together? We'll figure it out later. CP3 is one of those guys, and either you have them or you don't.
You're wrong.
Now the Celtics have them.
He got a point there. But like I said, you know, the trade's still going because there's nothing I can do about it. Nothing nobody can do about it. The trade is a trade, you know? But the thing is, they can't trade back right away because that's like millions of dollars right there for a trade. But, hey, like I said, it's a dumb trade, but it's still going to happen, though. It's a dumb trade. It really is. I think it's stupid, retarded, everything. But, hey, if you have any more suggestions, please let me know. Don't forget to also follow me on social medias. I appreciate it really much. Excuse me, I gotta move the camera. Don't add this to playlist. But if you really have any questions, please let me know. Alright? The videos will be down in my uploads later. More videos are coming up, like gameplays, mobile gameplays, and some random reactions, so don't go away. If you guys have any questions for me, you can ask it to me on social media or email me. Everything that you need to know will be down in the description down below. There are more tutorial videos coming up, like you know, how-to videos, like software videos and direction videos. It's gonna be random reactions, and it's gonna be some mobile gameplays. I don't know about Xbox gameplays, but if you guys want me to do some Xbox gameplays, please let me know. Some mobile gameplays, I can do that. You know, my quality for my tablet and phone is really good. Got a lot of space. Sometimes, you know, the app itself act up, so I can't blame the phone because it's the app itself. But the quality is really good. More videos are coming up during the later of the school year. It's gonna be Halloween videos, Thanksgiving, Christmas, New Year videos, everything. I wrote it all on the schedule, so I have everything planned out. So stay tuned and don't go away. And I'll see you guys in the next video. If you guys think this trade is stupid, you know, please let me know. In my opinion, I think it's stupid. It's unnecessary. But like I said, it's already going to happen, and it's about to happen. And matter of fact, it already happened. But it is what it is. You know, I'm just stating my opinion and getting some reactions off of what people said about the trade themselves. From ESPN, from different basketball YouTubers, from different basketball YouTube channels. So, it's Judas Gamer here. More videos are coming up, so don't go away. Peace out.